Del Cerro, a wonderful, safe place to call home. The housing is well kept and property values are stable. The only problem with our community is it looks old and tired based on our lack of public planning and maintenance. Del Cerro has a number of park spaces and large swaths of dedicated open space. In the map, park space is brown and open space is green. The front entrance to our community, off of Interstate 8, has dead trees and lacks lighting at night. Planned in the 1950s, our street medians are landscaped with old-growth ice plant. There are many dead trees due to lack of water, as a lack of planning left some medians without water for an irrigation system. There is virtually no maintenance to these medians. Furthermore, these medians are sprinkled with a hodgepodge of different types of plants, trees, cactus, and bushes planted over the years by frustrated neighbors in an effort to do something to beautify our neighborhood. Our public right-of-ways, the space 10 feet back from the face of the curb, has no irrigation or landscape plan. You don't find this in newer communities because of better planning and maintenance. Our streets are poorly maintained, with debris in the gutters and weeds growing along the curbs. This can contribute to poor water quality conditions downstream, as bacteria grows on the debris left in the gutter. Many of our sidewalks, especially in the older areas of Del Cerro, are buckling due to tree roots underneath, causing a trip hazard. The raised section of sidewalk on College Avenue between St. Therese Way and Camino Rico that was recently repaired took 18 months to get fixed. Our only playground was neglected. The picture in the slide here is from 2003. If it wasn't for the efforts of the Del Cerro Action Council, we would still be waiting for a new playground with safe equipment. The new playground is over 10 years old and needs maintenance. The turf maintenance at the Hearst Joint Use Field is well below expectations. Adobe Falls is overrun with non-native plants such as Arundo donax, a type of bamboo, and palm trees. The open space is so dense you are unable to walk through it. Due to the density of the vegetation, it is a fire and flood hazard. Mitigation of Adobe Falls will help remove the non-native plants, but there is no money for any maintenance according to the city. Chaparral Canyon and Creek, the area below Lake Murray Dam, has been replanted with native vegetation but is poorly maintained with plenty of non-native species upstream. Additionally, the plant material needs to be thinned out to prevent transient encampments. Navajo Canyon Open Space Park suffers from the same neglect as Adobe Falls and Chaparral Canyon. Serious overgrowth and non-native plants contribute to possible flood issues, and the excess plant material is a fire hazard, as well as providing hiding places for transient encampments. When you drive through other neighborhoods, like Miramar Ranch North, it looks nicer, more inviting, and property values are higher. Look at how the different communities maintain their public right-of-ways. A consistent landscape palette with adequate irrigation and maintenance. Sidewalks are repaired in a timely manner. No year-long delays. These neighborhood sidewalks are walkable without tripping on uneven surfaces. Parks and athletic fields are adequately irrigated, fertilized, and maintained. Trees are laced and adequately cared for. Even the public open space areas receive maintenance. Trails are groomed and non-native plants are kept in check. Jogging and walking trails are established so residents can enjoy the open space park. So why the difference? Contrast Del Cerro's crispy, crunchy medians with Miramar Ranch North's colorful, water-tolerant plants and trees. The same can be said when comparing Rockhurst Drive with Miramar Ranch North. No hodgepodge of landscape plants or trees or cactus. Look at the difference in how public right-of-ways are treated. Consistent water-tolerant plantings and trees versus whatever someone planted going down College Avenue. In our neighborhood, the plants and trees grow right down to the road. In Tierra Santa, they're attractive and maintained and kept back from the edge of the street. In Tierra Santa, the open space parks don't have the overgrowth that allows transient encampments. The trails are there for people to use for jogging or walking. The athletic fields are in better shape because they receive an enhanced level of care. So what's the common denominator when comparing our neighborhood to these other San Diego neighborhoods? It's a Maintenance Assessment District, or MAD. Tierra Santa has one. Rancho Penasquitos has one. Scripps Ranch has one. Miramar Ranch North has a Maintenance Assessment District. Why is there such a big difference between our community and others? They all have an established Maintenance Assessment District. In fact, 57 communities in the city of San Diego have a Maintenance Assessment District. The city even requires developers to establish a Maintenance Assessment District when they build a new neighborhood. Del Cerro is currently maintained by the city through what is called a general benefit. A Maintenance Assessment District, or MAD, is a geographically recognized area where the residents elect to self-assess themselves an additional property tax to receive an enhanced level of service. The other communities we've seen here receive enhanced benefits. When plants die, they're replaced. Sidewalk is broken, it gets repaired. Trees need trimming, they're taken care of. Some other communities focus on their common landscape areas and athletic fields. In fact, Talmadge pays to enhance their street lighting with period replacement fixtures and repairs to their wrought iron decorative railings. The Del Cerro Action Council has set up a maintenance plan for our district based on the neighborhood boundaries on this slide. We'll discuss this in depth in a few moments. The definition of a maintenance assessment district: a legal mechanism by which property owners can vote to assess themselves to pay and receive services above and beyond what the city normally provides. This above and beyond service level is called a special benefit. What the city normally provides is called a general benefit, or what I refer to as bare bones maintenance funding. The maintenance Del Cerro has received from the city for the past 50 years is a general benefit. The city will not provide enhanced maintenance as there is no funding. So what is our plan? We want to improve landscape consistencies, eliminating the hodgepodge of different plants, proper irrigation. We'd like additional landscape and hardscape maintenance, removal and replacement of dead trees and plants, sidewalks repaired in a timely manner. We want enhanced park maintenance, irrigation improvements, better turf maintenance, weed removal, and tree lacing. We want the open space maintained, removal of non-native plants, reduce the fire hazard, put in some trails, and increase litter removal. We'd like to have signage and monument maintenance and lighting. The sign on the entrance to Del Cerro should be lit at night. Perhaps seasonal banner decorations installed and removed along Del Cerro Boulevard. Enhanced graffiti removal. And finally, capital improvements. Conversion of irrigation systems to more water efficiencies, replacements, trail systems established, better park lighting, and perhaps enhanced street lighting in crime-ridden areas or to deter transients. The city pays for our general benefit and maintenance out of one line item on the budget for all maintenance in the city. We have no way of knowing if all the money that should be spent on our maintenance is actually spent in Del Cerro. Under a maintenance assessment district, the city's general benefit funding requirement is quantified and segregated out of the city budget. The best part of a maintenance assessment district is our basic funding for maintenance, the bare bones, general benefit, is set aside as a separate line item on the budget for us to see, knowing what we have to spend. When added to our self-assessment, this creates the total funding pool for our special benefit. So here's how this works. City funding with our assessment establishes our special benefit. Our neighborhood, with city oversight, contracts to execute the enhanced level of services. In effect, we control our own maintenance and ensure it gets done. By law, this money can only be spent on M.A.D. special benefits within our established boundaries. So what are the advantages of having a maintenance assessment district? First, direct control and accountability by a committee of local residents regarding how the funds are spent. Secondarily, it enhances the character of our Del Cerro neighborhood. Third, maintenance projects are done without city red tape. Fourth, we get expedited service on covered items in our maintenance plan. And finally, we end up with increased property values. So what are the steps necessary to make Del Cerro Maintenance Assessment District a reality? We need to determine what special benefits we want in our neighborhood. A maintenance master plan establishing the things the community wants maintained. First, we need to determine what special benefits we want in our neighborhood. This is done through a maintenance master plan which establishes the items the community wants maintained. Second, we need to determine the cost of these special benefits. The city will hire a civil engineer to review our plan and our funding criteria. Third, the Del Cerro Action Council needs to collect at least 30% of our current resident signatures on a petition to bring the assessment district to a vote. The city covers the startup costs for a vote-by-mail election. Finally, a simple majority plus one will determine the outcome whether or not to establish a maintenance assessment district in Del Cerro. This map shows parks, open space areas, public right-of-ways, and medians in our Maintenance Assessment District Beautification Plan. The street medians to be landscaped and maintained are College Avenue, Del Cerro Boulevard, Rockhurst Drive, and Elmhurst Drive. Enhanced maintenance for our parks will include Hurst Joint Use Fields, where we will optimize irrigation and enhance turf maintenance. At Princess Del Cerro Park, again, we'll optimize irrigation, enhance turf maintenance, and repair or replace broken playground equipment. Public right-of-ways to be landscaped and maintained are College Avenue, Del Cerro Boulevard, Eroso Drive, Lambda Drive, Madra Avenue, and the College Waring Road intersection at the Navajo Canyon Trailhead. Improvements to our open space for public access. At Adobe Falls, we'd like to remove non-native plants and create a trail to the falls. At Chaparral Creek, we want to remove non-native plants, clear undergrowth, which is a fire risk, and improve trails. In Navajo Canyon, we'll remove non-native plants, clear undergrowth, and eliminate flood risks and add trails. Enhanced services. Improving landscape consistencies. This will eliminate the hodgepodge of plants and provide proper irrigation. Additional landscape and hardscape maintenance means we'll get rid of dead plants and trees, and we'll fix our sidewalks. Enhanced park maintenance includes irrigation improvements, increased turf maintenance, tree lacing, and repair and replacement of park equipment. In our open space parks, we'll increase maintenance by removing non-native plants, reducing fire hazards, and creating trails. Increased litter removal and street sweeping. Signage, monument maintenance, removal of tape and cleaning signs, possible lighting of monument signs, and will replace sun-damaged street signs. Possible seasonal banner decorations along Del Cerro Boulevard, expedited graffiti removal, and finally our capital improvement plan. Conversion of irrigation systems, trail systems established, better park lighting, possible light posts on Del Cerro Boulevard in the business district, and more lighting in areas targeted by criminals or transients. So what does it cost? Estimated yearly costs are between $102 and $144 per home. Basically between $8.50 to $12 a month, the cost of your monthly Netflix plan or a movie ticket. The assessment and city benefit will pay for the listed projects and then maintain them. By signing the petition, you support placing the Maintenance Assessment District on a mail ballot for a community-wide vote. You are asking the city to determine how much money they allocate as a general benefit to spend on maintenance in our community. Once a Maintenance Assessment District is established, this determined amount will be added to the assessment between $8.50 to $12 a month and will be added to your property tax bill. The difference is a Maintenance Assessment District. Newer communities have them because that's what's required by the city when a development is planned and built. Our neighborhood deserves to be refreshed. Our property values will rise because our overall neighborhood will look and feel upgraded. Questions?